We have a new event hero called live streamer Skuld, so let's find out how to get her and how her skill set goes.
7k dreamer please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be looking at live streamer Skuld, who is our first event hero in the New World server for 7 nights. Let's check out her skill animations first and then we'll look at her skill set.
Baby octopus, you're so cute!
So she's definitely very adorable and I can see why they wanted to make her event hero because she's cute. So for her skill set, her passive, she increases magic attack for all allies by 30%, which is somewhat similar to Rin, okay, and then she also increases magic type allies damage dealt to universal type enemies by 20%, which means she's gonna help magic type allies go against enemies like Galaxy and Milia and even Chris maybe if you still see him. And yeah, it's gonna be a huge buff to magic teams. For both her skills, they are AoE. The first one increases crit rate and crit damage for magic allies by 40% for 6 turns, so this is a massive buff. I'm not sure if it stacks with Mist, I don't think so, but she's kind of like a Mist in this case, whereby she took the effect from Mist Awaken skill and put it on her regular skill, which makes her very OP. Because live streamer Skuld can then renew this buff very frequently. And on her second skill, she cleanses with damage, okay? For her Awaken skill, she does damage to one enemy only, so I'm not too hyped about this at all because it only does to one enemy, but it's okay because it's an Awaken skill, which means she won't be using it after one time. Effect attack decreases counter rate by 40% for 3 turns, that's pretty alright. For her exclusive item, she does have an exclusive item. She recovers all allies HP by 40% of her magic attack for 4 turns. For 4 turns, so there is actually a passive healing effect as well. And so this skill, Mega Water Slide, is gonna heal and cleanse. It's been a while since we have some healing skills in PvP, so I think this is gonna be pretty sick actually. Yeah. For her passive, she further increases lethal damage for all allies in the back row by 5% each turn. So if you want to maximize this, you can try to have a 4-1 kind of formation that will buff 4 heroes lethal damage, okay, up to 50%. So that will take about 10 turns. And this is a huge deal for heroes like Milia, who is already very high in crit and lethal rate, and maybe Galaxy as well. And basically this is just, you know, her overall kit is just super buff and utility oriented, which is really good. She definitely has a good design. I will give them that. I'm gonna ignore all the rest of the patch notes. You can check them out from the forum. We're gonna look at how to get her, okay? So this is the part which is honestly the biggest thing in this video. You get her first by Pointer Star. Road to 7k streamer. I'm not even streaming. Okay, so first you clear 3 raids with Skuld. I think this is totally doable. Just throw her into your team and clear it. Okay, Valika should be able to handle that. For her second one, you need to defeat a boss monster about 500 times. Just farm for 2 weeks, you will definitely clear this in 4, 5, 6, 10, okay? Win with 5 surviving heroes in the arena. Now at first this sounded very ridiculous to me because the higher you climb, the more difficult it is to have 5 surviving heroes, or even 4 or even 3, okay? You either lose all or you win, right? So this sounded very ridiculous to me and I was so annoyed. Then I realized there is arena reset. So when arena resets, you'll probably face enemies of a lower tier, especially after you hit Grand, you'll drop back all the way to 3006. So you'll definitely meet players who are slightly weaker than you, and I think this is still doable at that point, only when arena resets, so in about 2 days. At this point, I don't think I will definitely win with 5 surviving heroes, no way, okay? And then you have to obtain 5,000 points from accessory raid, which means you need to do accessory raid about 50 times. 50 times, which also means you can auto clear for 5 days. Then you clear raid from auto repeat 50 times. So this is kind of like the same thing, and you could potentially do this together if you clear this one first. So if you clear this one early, then you opened up this one, right? So if you open up this one, then you can potentially clear these two together. And then over here, you play in adventure stage for 500 times, which means these two can also go hand in hand. So there's a very efficient way to do this. Okay, first you clear the jewel rate one, and then you try to win with 5 surviving heroes. Once these 5 surviving heroes is opened, you can potentially clear the 5 surviving heroes one, and then you open up the play in adventure stage. So once you open up the play in adventure stage, you will do the Skuld item raid. Once you do the Skuld item raid, you will open up the defeat boss monster in adventure stages. So you can then do these two hand in hand. Okay, and then once you have you realize that we haven't done the accessory raid one. So once you have cleared the defeat the boss monster in adventure stages times 500, then you will open up this one, clear raid from auto repeat. So once this is open, make sure you have done this accessory raid one. Okay, so you would open up this one and do these two hand in hand. Then that will save you a lot of runs and time. Okay, so this is the best way to do it. So just repeat the video for a while and find out what I'm trying to say if you are still confused. And then finally, these two are just gonna be done at the end point. Okay, and you only get one copy from the pointer star, which is disappointing, but we'll continue to go on to see how we get the other copies. So the second copy is actually obtained through the weekly quest, which is here. So at the final reward after 2 weeks, okay, or shorter than that, if you can finish all this within maybe 10 days, you can get her at the end of everything. So all these are pretty doable. They will ask you to play the new adventure stage, which is okay, you'll definitely try to do it. And then you have accessory rate 30 times. So again, you can all coincide all these with the earlier pointer star quest. And then you have auto clear 300 times, which this will be the only one that will take up to 3 days. Okay, and the rest I think are pretty doable. So 2 copies in the bag. The third copy comes from this step up summon. Okay, she is the final reward, but she does require you to use 8,000 rubies, which can be a good and bad thing. 8,000 rubies basically kind of means that 2 weeks amount of farming, if you are just a casual player, will definitely allow you to get her. However, for a player who is trying to save up, okay, for the next bigger hero, 8,000 rubies is a pretty hefty amount, and that was kind of annoying because for myself, I'm trying to save on rubies. I'm trying to save and get the appropriate heroes to make good videos for you guys. And unfortunately, I cannot save 8,000 rubies if I want to get the final copy. So this is definitely something that you will want to try to plan your schedule around, your farming schedule around to try to get her. I mean, honestly, right, these banners, these tickets are not related to the raid up. So these raid up for Suitor, Brand and Brawn do not, okay, no Brand and Brawn I mean, for Suitor, do not apply here. So you're really paying just an inflated rate to get regular tickets. Okay, but the angle is 8,000 rubies for Skuld. 8,000 rubies to me, a player like me who farms a lot, could mean about a week's worth of farming. Okay, and I don't think, personally I'm not that pleased with it, but some players will see that at least you get a guaranteed copy, so that may be a good thing. But yeah, I'm not too in favor for that, simply because it's 8,000 rubies and it's inflated tickets. Okay, sadly. So then with this you get a level 44 copy. So where do you get the other 3 copies? Well, guess what? You get them from cash. Yeah, this is like super frustrating because there's just no way a free-to-play player can get a maximum level 50 event hero. Like, how unfair is that? And you know what frustrates me more is that Death Kagura is just blatantly Despite knowing how much people don't like pay to win mechanics, despite hearing so much from the community base, from time to time again, every month there will be something that is pay to win. I'm not even talking about the new double subslot accessory thing. Okay, that is again another paywall, but he's not selling the magic stones as far as I know. Yeah, he's not selling the magic stones. I could be wrong. Doesn't seem to be the case. So even for whales, they will have to farm for it at this point, at least at this point. So there's no subset stones being there's no magic crystals. There's no magic crystals being sold. So at this point they have to farm for it. Okay, that is okay. But you're making this event hero, which was very well designed, pay to win. Which means at higher tier arena, to get a level 50, to use her at level 50, you have to be cashing. And given the rewards for this package, it seems like this will be the high tier package, which means it will cost about $100. So you need $300 to get her, which is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, and yeah, as I was saying, what's more frustrating is the developer is just blatantly throwing it out in your face, like, you know, you have to pay, otherwise you just gonna lag behind. It's just not apologetic at all. You know, he's not even trying to be subtle about it. He's just right out telling you that, yeah, we are having an event, but if you want to max this character out, you have to pay. Like everything. If you want to do this, you have to pay. If you want to do this, you have to pay. I'm okay with you adding ads to the game. I'm okay with you even ramping up the 7 night old tickets rates, by the way. Like, at this point, okay, I'm just so jaded that, you know, okay, Emilia, Galadas, they're gonna have ridiculous rates. Okay, whatever. I can choose not to pull them. I can just do it sparingly, you know. But there are so many other things that require money, like the Berserker ring as well. That's something that I didn't talk about, but it's pretty obvious, okay, how it has been dominating in the top tier arena. But it doesn't mean you need it, so that's why I didn't talk about it. Okay, it doesn't mean you need the Berserker ring to get anywhere higher. But then this event hero, the idea of an event hero is that it's limited. So you should try to make it available to all players, but then by putting 3 of them behind a paywall, I mean, you just, how much more? I've been trying to just put this point across. Instead of trying to make a game that boosts the players' morale, okay, how much more do you have to bring it down? You can try to do this in so many ways through mechanics, which is already a problem, and then you do it on an event hero as well, which, I mean, it's just so bad. I'm really annoyed, even at that step up. Oh man, so yeah, I'm pretty disappointed at how many we can get her. I was expecting more ways to get her, considering she's such a well-designed hero. I mean, you can make it difficult, it's fine, but make her obtainable, right? So I'm just really sorry to all the free-to-play players who were looking forward to this, because it really just killed off the hype big time. And I don't understand why he's doing this. Yeah, he may be pushing out a lot of very good packages to get the whales to spend, and I'm pretty sure they have been spending quite a bit in the recent months. So I mean, good for the game, good for him, but he's really doing a lot of things that are making people very disheartened, even with a simple event hero like this. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Stay tuned for more videos if I'm gonna make them. And thank you so much, and see you.